What's going on, everyone? Investor here. Got another dividend portfolio update for you. This is going to be the month ending of August 2023. So we've got lots of changes, lots of fun stuff to go over in this video. Made quite a few changes. The saga of the account transfer from Robinhood over to M1 is finally finished. You can see I've got $7,700 into the account. So all that money I've been waiting on is in and reinvested. We'll go over all that. If you guys are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell notification. Try to bring you guys these videos every week. If you are returning, I appreciate the continued support. Please stick with me as we'll try to bring these videos out every week. But if you are new, this channel is dedicated to the average person, what the average person can do, basically raising a family, paying the bills under the average circumstances that a normal person would be going through. Started this account with very little, and I've worked my way up to $7,700. We've got a couple new milestones in this video, as well as lots of changes as I've explained. So please stick with us, and we'll get right into it. But $7,700 into the account. You can see last week was down about 50 bucks. Market kind of had a rough week, but that's okay. Did pick up about $9.40 worth of dividends this last week, even though during the last week several of those days were in September, but so those won't count into the August update. But we'll get into that when we get into the spreadsheet. But like I said, guys, quite a few new changes. I've added a couple new positions. I sold a few positions. We'll get all that when we get into the spreadsheet. Just wanted to show you guys the portfolio here at $7,700. So let's get into the spreadsheet. All right, spreadsheet. So you can see, we'll start off here with the updated shares as well as the spark line, show you guys what we got going on. You'll notice here on the ticker symbols here on the left, there's going to be quite a few changes if you've been following along. So we'll get into what's been added here before we get into what's been taken away. Then you'll notice TSLY, the Tesla, the Yield Max Income Strategy ETF here. The reason I picked this one up, and we'll get more into this a little bit, is I was looking at the portfolio, trying to hit my goal of making $50 a month before the year ends. The ones I sold off were averaging only about 50 cents a month. With this one, I could make about $5 a month just off the $6 or 6.86 shares that I picked up. So, we're trying to bring the money into the account. I think this one, I've been looking at it for a little bit. I think it has the potential to help me out. Not a whole lot really invested. You see just over $100. I might add a little bit more. So kind of an experiment with this one. So we'll play along with that. I did add VIG. You can see just barely a quarter of a share, as well as these two Wisdom Tree, the mid cap and the small cap, the ETFs there. Hardly any shares really. I'll cover more of that one too, why I picked up those three. I did add a couple more shares of quite a few things. So I did add just over a share here of SCHD. I added about 3/4 of a share of JEPI. I added about 3 shares, just under 3 shares of O Realty, especially since it's been on sale this last week or so, week and a half. So I'm going to continue to pick some more of those up while it's down. Perfect time to buy. ABR got we'll call it a quarter a share reinvested with the dividends from the drip, as well as I picked up just over 2 shares of Energy Transfer. We'll get into the ones that I sold here in just a minute, but give you guys an idea here. You can see the ones that I picked up. The spark line's all green, so the last 365 have been doing good. It's no spark line here on the TSLY just because it has no 365 history. It hasn't been out that long. So, but with Tesla being Tesla, I think it's got some opportunity and some real pizzazz going with investors, the volatility, and I think that's really going to play into the option selling that this ETF does. So it should continue to bring in the income. So I believe this one will be good for a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll move along. So let's see the positions here. Realistically, O is one of my struggles right now from where I picked it up, but that's okay. Like I said, it's not going anywhere, and it's a buying opportunity. But I'm down just about $100 on that one. Ignore the cash one here. That some of the things, the numbers got a little skewed from the transfer. So things, especially with SCHD, I think O and JEPI, some of the average share prices were above, way above where they should have been. So it's making things look a little off. So, but Kraft Heinz still continues to struggle a little bit, as well as AT&T and Verizon, but not bad to where they've been. So other than that, everything else is still looking pretty good. And you see, I've got some decent gains on some things here. Jump over to the calendar. So this is what dividends that I have received up to this point. You'll notice here in September, I've already filled in the ones that, from September 1st, 2nd, things like that have popped up. But for August, here's everything that I've received. So I got $7.72 from JEPI, the $8.31 from Verizon, $4.18 from AT&T, $4.28 from O Realty, $3.48 from ABR, 8 cents from Glad. And Glad is one of the ones that I have sold off. You could see I'm only averaging 8 cents a month on Glad, even though I wasn't really putting the shares into that. So I actually sold that position off. So going forward, I'm going to update this. Matter of fact, let's just update it now. There will be no more payments from Glad because I have got, like I said, I've sold that position off. So August, I did get a Lowe's payment, even though I no longer hold Lowe's. So we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of the Apple as well. So I no longer hold Apple, but I did get the 5 cents there. You can see PGX is one that I had sold, only averaging the 18 cents, as well as the SPBO. We'll get rid of those. PSEC, I got the 37 cents. Energy Transfer was only the 7 cents. I only got really paid on the fractional shares that were left inside of Robinhood. Just being the ex-dividend days since I transferred after that, that's the stuff that was left. That was there before. So, and then the Stag, I got the 5 cents, even though I no longer hold that position as well. So, but you can see the SPBO, the PGX, and the Glad are the 3 that I sold off. Like I said, it was only averaging me about 50 cents a month. So sometimes when you're in these situations, and this is advice that I have for everybody, take a look at your portfolio. Take a look at what you're holding. Even though I'm a long-term investor, I want these positions for life. Sometimes you got to take a look at your portfolio and determine if some of the holdings really fit kind of what your goals are or where you're trying to go with the account. If they no longer fit that criteria, then you got to look at, is it something you need to keep? Because is it something you can roll those into something else that may fit your needs or your desires, your portfolio, whatever it is you're trying to do with your account a little bit better. Like I said, those 3, they were only averaging me exactly 50 cents a month on average, especially because I wasn't really investing more into them. I wasn't adding any funds. It was just the drip that was reinvesting into those. When I could take that exact same money, I just took the profits or the proceeds from those 3, rolled those 3 right into TSLY, and make just over $5 a month instead of 50 cents. So my goal is to try to hit that $50 a month. I'm not going to be able to do that going 50 cents at a time. So you really got to sit back and evaluate your portfolio. You got to look and see what you got going on, and just make sure that what you're holding is still, what you want to hold to, for you, for your goals, for your outlook on what your portfolio is going to be. Those didn't fit my criteria anymore, so I sold them off. I believe Glad was only like 1 share. I think it was a total of 5 or 6 shares total. So it's not like they were big positions. So anyway, so that's what we're looking at there. So first milestone, I guess, of the portfolio or of this particular video, $29.22. So highest month yet out of we'll call it the 6 months, 7 months that I've been collecting the dividends. Not necessarily going to count January. For those that are new, if this is the first time seeing this, January was the first time I really started buying any dividend stock. So this account is new as of January. So you can see I did just get the PGX to 12 cents there because it was a monthly payer, and I got in before the ex-dividend date on that. Other than that, February is when I actually started receiving those dividends. You can see across here like where I've been receiving. So August 29.22, the highest month yet. September, I think, is going to smash that one, only because I am expected to get, SCHD. It's probably going to be $29 or whatever in and of itself. So I'm looking for a record month out of September. And you can see here, these figures here, They are updated according to Purple Bricks, the Purple Bricks app. If you're not familiar, you can go look that up. It's a good way to track your portfolio there. You can do it for free. Not paid. I'm not an advertisement for Purple Bricks. It's just what I use. So, but according to their calendar, this is what's projected with what I currently have in the portfolio. So this month should be right at 50 bucks. I couldn't be more happy to see that number, right? Because my goal is to try to hit $50 a month, and to see a projection at $50. It's very comforting to know that I'm trending in the right direction, and you'll see December here actually is over that $50. But by December, many of these positions are gonna increase, and so are these figures. So very happy to see that. It means I'm trending in the right direction. So you can see so far in September, even though it's only been a couple of, like, 2 days, I'm making $10.39 so far in dividends. So we're doing good. So moving along, second milestone. This one's big for me. Many of you as well. That, if you're just starting out, you can see with what little I had, I just passed over the $100 in dividends so far for my account. I've made $100.50 just from owning companies. In the 6-7 months that I've really been doing this, $100 is fantastic, because it's only going to go up and up and up and up and up. So think of the potential when you look at this. If this doesn't get you excited about investing, this is fantastic. With what little that I have in the account, like I said, $7,700, it just takes a little bit to start. That's what I started with. Just keep adding, keep going. Things will grow on itself. So you can see the new bar chart here with the August figures now has surpassed as the newest month. I haven't added the September yet, so it'll be right in here. I'll get that updated later, probably in the next video. So added a whole new section over here. So with the VIG, the Dawn, and the DES, and you'll notice how it says Expert Pi. If you were looking at video from last week, how I did talk about on M1 Finance, their research tool, they have what they call Expert Pies, things that they've already laid out. I'll show you guys again real fast here. I am still here. So if you go over to the research, and go over to the Expert Pies, you can see the income earners. This is the one I picked here, the domestic dividend. Medium risk, but over 5 years, potential growth is fantastic. And there's the 3 holdings that it's got, the VIG, the Dawn, and the DES. So if you buy into the pie, you just buy the pie, and whatever money that you put into it, we'll say $100, you'll see the targets here. It'll take that $100 and divvy it amongst those percents into those holdings. So that's where that came from. So I made its own little wheel over here just to show you guys what we've got going on there. So everything else is updated and current. So you see SDHD and JEPI and O still the biggest pieces of the pie. And that's by design, because that's where I've been focusing on the last little bit as far as the goals. Got the sectors all updated. The pie's looking a little bit more diversified now, not so chunky in one section. Good to see that. So here we are with the goals. So again, just over 33 shares of SCHD, 23 shares of O, 31 shares of JEPI. Monthly dividend average about $16.75 right now. Obviously, that's going to continue to change. Again, adding the TSLY and some of these things, I expect to see this jump quite a bit. But we're doing good. We're getting there. And guys, again, please leave a comment below. Let me know if the changes I've made are good, bad, ugly, whatever. Let me know if you think that they're going to help me get to the goals that I'm looking at. Again, that $50 a month would be fantastic for an account within the first year, with what little I started with to where I'm going. But I would like to see those comments below, guys. And again, as I mentioned in the last video, if there's other ideas, other things that you guys know or are willing to share, add those in the comments of what you think that I can be doing to help me achieve this $50 goal a little more easy. If there's other things that I could be investing in, if there's other avenues, other plays, whatever, anything that you guys can think that might help me achieve that goal, I am all ears. Again, I am still trying to learn this trading world. A lot of information to know, and I rely on the community out there, people that have the experience. I've been doing this for years to really help out somebody new, not just me, but any of the viewers, anybody reading the other comments. Help us all in the investing world, and we got to help each other achieve our goals. So started this new tab here, this to try to track by quarter, as the years go on. So you can see very first quarter, $11. Especially just starting out. Got the jump right to 44. Third quarter here, we're still in the third quarter, and I've already surpassed quarter two. Fantastic to see. And then I'm hoping the fourth quarter of 2023 is even gonna dwarf that. So excellent. As far as the year, granted this is the first year, but I had to put that in because it's $100.50 milestone to me. The years go on, I want to see the progression. I want to see that line go up and up and up and up and up. So dividend income per holding. This is kind of where we're projected right now per year. So you can see most of it's over here, with the exception of Tesla. That's the new one that I just had. But because these three are the ones that I've been focusing on, that's why they're up there. So once I get that to the goal, and then I may look at another three for the goal. If you guys have an idea what three you think I should do and what that goal should be, please comment below. And you'll see August, a new spike, a new top of the mountain up here, trend line continuing up. I can't be happier to see that. The holdings, you see the annual dividend with what I'm currently holding in those. This is what it's projected at. And the data, portfolio breakdown, this is just what's bringing in the money. We'll skip that one there again, positions. And we'll show you guys just this one here. This is the milestone. This is one I just added. So, February 22nd is when I hit my first $1,000 into the account. I started, I think, with 30 bucks I put in there back in January, and it's been working up. So by June, I hit 5,000. My next milestone I would like to see is when my account hits the 10,000, as well as the dividends. Just as of 9/1, $100 dividends achieved. It's only going to go up and up and up. So we'll see where that goes. But I would like to see these milestones just keep coming in. So anyway, guys, that's kind of where we're at for now. Said big change, sold 3, added 4, as well as new couple milestones there with the 29 and some change for the month, as well as just surpassing $100 total received in my account as far as dividends. Fantastic, guys. I mean, you got to get excited about this. Investing can really change your life. Investing can really help you if you stay focused, you do your research, you do your homework, and you stay patient, you stay diligent. You can achieve your goals, guys. Anyway, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like. Please hit that bell. Don't want you guys to miss any new videos that I put out. And we will see you guys on the next one. Happy investing.